Hey everyone. Today's topic, embrace discomfort. Right now here in Los Angeles, we're experiencing quite a bit of a heat wave, and my apartment does not have air conditioning because we're maybe like less than 20 minutes away from the ocean, so very few places around this area have air conditioning. It's kind of something only the uber rich have in their homes, but everybody else, we're rocking and rolling without air conditioning. So knowing that, it's pretty intolerable in my apartment right now, especially right now while I have the windows closed so I can film and cut off all the outside noise. So yeah, it's like a sauna in here. But the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes it's important to embrace discomfort, and it's not because I want you to be like a masochist or something where you just enjoy pain and forcing yourself to be uncomfortable all the time. That's not the reason behind this topic. It more so relates to what the Stoics were driving at, where they constantly said you should be comfortable being uncomfortable, because it makes it so that when you're actually in good moments where you aren't experiencing discomfort, they're more meaningful. You'll embrace those moments more, they'll mean more to you because you'll have the perspective of all the times where you've been through discomfort. So that's the point here. It's kind of like a way to strengthen your mind because, God knows many people could use it in today's world. So many people seek comfort first and foremost, and that's why many people are mentally weak. I'd probably go out on the limb and say like over 80% of people are mentally weak nowadays because I just don't see the evidence to suggest that the number is lower than that. So it's an issue. So make sure you aren't one of these people who fall into that category being mentally weak. And one of the ways you can prepare yourself for becoming mentally strong is just embracing discomfort. When you're in moments where you don't quite like the conditions you're in, just see if you can sit in them for a tiny bit longer. I'm not trying to advocate for, masochism like I said earlier. So if it really is intolerable, then sure, get the hell out of that situation, out of that environment. But in the situations where it's enough that it's just more discomfort, it's not extreme discomfort, then sure, just see if you can embrace it and kind of sit in it for a bit longer. Like right now, it's so freaking warm while I'm making this video. I can feel like my entire body just mildly sweating and oh god, it feels horrible, but it's something that I can think, can I handle this? Can I sit in this feeling for a bit longer? Is this so horrible that I feel like completely leaving the situation or finding an easy out? No, I can handle it. I can sit in it. It's not the end of the world. It's not absolutely horrible, even though it's not great either, but it's something I can manage. And that's kind of the mentality you want to get into. A great example of this would be taking cold showers, because that's a form of discomfort that all of us can hopefully endure, and it's within our control, right? Like you're in control of the temperature of the water, so if you can't handle it being completely cold, well, at least turn the heat down enough where the water is like maybe not even lukewarm, but slightly cooler than lukewarm, and see if you can handle that. And then just keep going lower and lower over time until you're able to handle cold showers. In a way, they're incredibly refreshing. But the Stoics actually went out of their way to embrace discomfort to extremes. Some of them would actually go out in the rain and sit out there with they probably had umbrellas back then, I imagine, or some form of them, but the Stoics wouldn't use any coverings over their head like that. They would just sit in the rain and meditate pretty much. They were trying to show that they could handle extreme discomfort without it knocking them off their game. In fact, I would say learning how to meditate is a huge advantage for being able to handle discomfort, because if you can be fully present in the moment, it makes it so you aren't as aware of the things that are creating your discomfort. Like, I'm sure some of you are familiar with Wim Hof, the guy who is called the Ice Man because he's able to meditate in extreme cold and handle it. Well, if you've ever been in snow, you probably are aware that if you focus on your breathing and just trying to meditate in the moment, you can handle colder weather than you're probably used to without even having like a ton of warm gear to wear. Now, it's probably not wise to stay out in it per se, but when you meditate, it allows you to handle discomfort for far longer than you'd be able to otherwise. So there really is something powerful there, and I would definitely encourage everyone to look into meditation if you want to be mentally strong, because if you meditate during those moments that are creating discomfort for you, it makes it so you can tolerate it far longer than usual. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you in this video. I just think it's a healthy, maybe healthy is the wrong word, I don't know. It's useful to be able to embrace discomfort and not be one of those people who absolutely has to have luxurious how do I put it, luxurious facilities, I guess, everywhere you go, where you always need air conditioning and whatnot, or if you're in extreme cold, you always need heating and stuff like that, where you're just able to handle moments where you're not always going to have access to creature comforts, pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty much all I want to talk about. I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!